To make my loops for this section, I will be using the Biggie, and it's actually loops and threads. Kind of ironic, isn't that? Because we're going to make loops. I'm going to be using the full piece of yarn this time. On the other weaving sections below, we actually broke it in two. This time we're going to use the whole piece. You will be needing a tool to assist you with bringing up your yarn between the yoke threads to form the loops. Normally, you could use a large knitting needle. This particular knitting needle is 10 millimeters, a US 15. You could use this if your weaving is shorter than the needle. Mine is longer, so it'll be hard to get that all the way through. So I'm going to use the piece of doweling that I cut off this piece of doweling. To help pull this through, I'm just going to make a knot on the end of the wool, and that'll give me something to hold on to grab it and pull it through. On our last section, we ended our last row on the left-hand side. So this time, I've already brought my shed stick through because this is our other shed. And we're going to lift that, and starting on this side, we'll just pull that through to the other side. Pull it all the way through. And while we're here, we'll just tuck our end in over and under just a few. Now, what I found was easier is we just bunched up some of the bulky wool just inside here, and it just keeps this loose when we're putting the doweling in. I'm going to skip the first one, then I'm going to bring my doweling by lifting the bulky wool, slip the doweling underneath, tighten that up a little bit. I'm going to miss this one, pull it up, and slide that over the doweling. Again, miss this one, pull it up here, slide over, miss one, and slide over. Miss this one, and over. Miss one, and bring that over. So I've wound my yarn around the doweling right to the last one here. I'm now going to just grab my doweling and just pull it down, pull out the doweling, and come back in and bring that right down. Oh, those are so fun. They're so cute. Now we'll take our shed stick out and come back and reverse with up and down. And lift your shed stick, and we can now loop around the strands that are up. Pop this back through again. That first one a little bit tighter, just so we don't have a big bulb on the end there. And then we can come back and just loosen that up a little bit to give us some slack, and pop it back into the other side here. We'll take this first piece and we'll pull it up. And I'm going to sneak it over my doweling. Miss this one, pull this up, slip it over the doweling. Miss one, pull this one up. And as I'm pulling each one up, I'm tightening each one a little bit as I go along. There's my third one, miss one, pull this one up, pull a little tiny bit, slide the doweling along, miss one, pull this one up, and we'll just untie that knot so we've got enough left for the end of the row. So that one, and around, and missing that one. We'll come in one more time, and that will tuck underneath as soon as we take this out. Again, pull that right up to the other one. Drop the shed stick, pull out the doweling, and beat it down. And then we'll just tuck in our end here before I forget. So we go over, under, and over, and back through again. And we'll tuck that end in. Now you can come in and just push them around a bit and readjust them if you want to make them look a little bit more funky. And the beauty with this yarn is that because you've got two pieces in there, it makes it look like one's going in one direction, one's going the other direction. So I'm hoping you can find this Biggie wool in your stores because it's working out really fun. And again, I'll just tie a little knot on the end here, and I'll just bring it through with my fingers. As always, tuck that in. And this time, this wool isn't as thick, so I'm going to go around and do every one of them this time. So again, pull the yarn up, slip it over, yarn up, slip over, and pulling the dowel down to our last row, drop your shed stick, pull out your doweling, and beat it down. Come back in and find your next shed again, and lift the shed and bring your wool back through with your fingers. And again, coming back with your doweling, come in and grab the first one, let that loop around, grab the next one, pull that up, and bring it over the doweling. Here's your next one. Pull up and tighten around your doweling as you go. Next one, pull up, and then around, up, and around. Again, pull the doweling down, and then pull your doweling out. And we'll see if we've got enough to come through one more time. And it doesn't matter if we don't go all the way, we can stop and just start with another color or the same yarn. And now we're coming from this side, and we'll go through one more time. So again, lifting, and over we go. Lift and over. Lift and over. And here's our end here, and we will start to run out. So I'm just going to remove that knot, and we'll just finish up with a couple more. And we'll stop there, bring that down, drop your shed stick, remove the doweling, and beat those down. And we'll just come back in and finish off this one thread. So adding the second color is just creating a little bit more dimension. And now I'm going to come in with some of the white. And there you have your loops. And they're all so pretty. I love it.